Hi, boys and girls. You all look like you're just so excited this morning. I see you sitting up tall and ready to do some breathing and stretching. All right, so today's lesson, we're gonna talk about another tool that you guys have inside your body. I know I'm holding this shoe and you're wondering, what about this shoe? So last night, my husband and I went for a walk. And this is something I always wear on my walks. It's called a shoe. It helps to protect my feet. It also has some parts to it that give my foot strength so I don't hurt my foot. So this tool is on the outside of my body and it helps me to walk better. But we have a lot of tools on the inside of us. And the tool I want to talk to you about today is finding quiet time. Yeah, it's something inside of you that you can do when you feel just frazzled and you've had enough noise or people are bothering you and you just want to be alone. If you remember the Alone song, I want to be alone. I want to be alone. Not in the middle of people by fiddle. I just want to be alone. So last night when I was walking, I saw the most beautiful sight. It was a bobcat. So I want all of you to come down on the floor with me and come on your hands and knees like a cat. Okay, and when I saw this cat, he has a tailbone that kind of stretches up to the sky and his belly kind of drops when he was walking. He was a big bobcat. I was so surprised to run into it. It was in the woods and it was actually chasing a rabbit. So it was not expected to see me, and I did not expect to see it, but we were eye to eye looking at each other for about 2 minutes. So be a bobcat today. Spread your paws very wide, and your knees are underneath your hips, and just sway around like you would see a cat. And it feels kind of good on your sides to do this. And one thing I know about cats is they love to be alone. They'll go sit underneath the tree, and they'll find their alone time. And they also love, of course, to hunt rabbits. So go ahead and circle your body. Yeah, just go one way, go all the way back and circle it forward. Good. Now go the other way. Just make a big circle. I know you all know how to make circles. So make a big circle with like your tailbone, or just imagine your whole body circling one way. Okay, come back to what we just call a tabletop position. And now I want you to stretch your right foot straight behind you. Press it out, press through your heel. And right here, it's a little more tippy, isn't it? And if you can, I want you to think about your left hand. Now look and see that you have opposites. Your left hand is lifting and your right foot is lifting. Now here, stretch and put your thumb up. And take your gaze like straight down. Right, we're finding stillness. Now let's take 2 quiet breaths. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out long. Breathe in, so stillness and breathing can calm you down. Breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, so what makes you edgy or kind of puts you to a place where you feel like you're frazzled? Is it your homework? Maybe sometimes our brothers and sisters look straight down. Sometimes it's friends, sometimes it's testing. Okay, so press your opposite foot and opposite hand. Now make your body really long here and breathe. Yeah, find that quiet inside. Really breathe deep and breathe out through your nose. So your lips are closed and your eyes are focused straight in front of you and lower down. Okay, we're gonna add something to that. So press your opposite foot, your right foot straight behind you and your left hand here. Now, that back foot, I want you to bend it. So bend your back foot so your heel is stretching to the front of the ceiling. Now take your opposite hand and see if you can come around and grab your foot. Oh, balancing here, balancing panther. Now kick your foot into your hand, and so you can open up your shoulder and take a breath here. Good. Okay, back to balancing and lower. Let's go to the other side, okay? Press your opposite leg and look and make sure that you have your opposite hand. So it's very tippy here. Find your internal strength, like hug everything into the core, thumb up and breathe. Now bend your back leg so your heel is kicking up towards the ceiling, and see if you can take this hand and reach around and grab your foot. Excellent. Now if you can, kick your foot into your hand and breathe here. Big breath in and big breath out. Now come back to the center and lower down. Beautiful. Now spread your knees wide apart and bring your heels so they're like kissing each other. Touch your heels. Now sit your hips back on your heels and stretch your fingers to the front of your mat and bring your forehead all the way down to the ground. I want you to take a couple really still, calm, quieting breaths and really feel like you're going inside your body here. Listen to the sound of your breath come in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now come back up to that bobcat, panther pose. Think about a cat. All right, now we're gonna go to volcano. So roll your toes under and lift your hips. Oh yeah. Let your head hang in volcano. Take your eyes and look at something right behind you. I'm looking at a speck of dirt on my door right now. And I'm gonna breathe deep here. Breathe in and breathe out slow. Breathe in and breathe out. Find stillness and quiet. Okay, from here, I want you to lift your right leg up. So you're balancing on 3 things. Now we're gonna make it harder. See here, if you can lift, look at your left hand, your opposite hand, and see if you can lift it, maybe on your fingertip, or maybe even for a second, and lower it down. Good. All right, come back to volcano, lower your foot down. All right, we're gonna do the same on the other side. This is really tricky. So lift your opposite leg up, balancing on 3 things. Now look at your hands. We're gonna find that hand that's opposite and come up on it. See if you can lift it for 1 inch, and maybe you fall, that's okay, and bring it down. All right, walk your feet up to your hands, and let's take a big sun breath together. Ready? Breathe in, sun. And hands to your heart. Okay, we're gonna add something new. I don't know if we've done this together, but since we're balancing, we're gonna take, I want you to put your right foot out and your left hand. Remember our opposites. It's hard to think about our opposites, but look, they're opposite. Just go ahead and put your left foot out to the side and right hand out to the side. Now put your left foot back and right hand forward. Good, balancing. Okay, now let's take our left foot, put it out, just put it in front of you, and your left hand, put it in front of you this time. Come out to the side and out to the back. Excellent. Now we're gonna add a little bit on. Lift your right foot, just lift your knee up and stand on your left foot. Now bring your right foot behind you. Just kind of like we did in the beginning. So your heel is pressing up towards the sky. Now bring your left hand. See if you can come around and grab that foot. If you can grab on the inside, that'd be good. So you grab the foot, bring your opposite hand out, and now kick your foot into your hand and stretch your hand out. Now look at one thing in front of you and take a couple breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and lower down. See the quiet and the stillness and the breath that you have inside your body can calm you down, finding that peace away from chaos. All right, so let's do the opposite with our opposite foot. Lift it up first. Find your balance. Your standing leg can be slightly bent, remember. Now kick your foot behind you. Okay, take your opposite hand and bring it forward. Opposite hand. Make sure it's opposite of that foot. Now reach around behind you like we did before and see if you can grab that foot. Good. You can stay here, or if you want to make it a little harder, you can bring your opposite hand in front of you and then kick. Woo. Kick your foot into your hand and stretch here. Find one thing to look in front of you, maybe your thumb, and let's breathe together. Find stillness with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Lower everything down. Take a big breath in. Let's just do a sun salutation. Fold your body over. Breathe in, look halfway up. Sports boat. Come down. Breathe in. Lower to the ground. Breathe in, shark. Breathe out, volcano. Jump your feet to your hands and sit down. Okay, so that slow, deep breathing actually can calm your nervous system down whenever you want it to. But today, remember the panther, the tool that I use when I see the panther. But I want you to remember the tool that you have is finding somewhere quiet. So when I'm home and there's a lot of kids and a lot of people in my house, my favorite quiet place to go is my front porch. Because it's so quiet out there and people sometimes I can't hear the TV or things going on. So where is your quiet place to go? Besides breathing and stretching and finding that spot, where do you like to go in your house to find peace? Where do you like to find that still, quiet feeling? All right, boys and girls, it's so important to know that, especially when you're studying and you need that quiet space to read. Make it a spectacular day today. The choice is 100% yours.